Hi, Cancer. This is Just with your April 15th to the 30th, 2018 reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. Was that fast enough for you guys? It's pretty fast. So let's look into what's going on for you guys for the remainder of April. I want to say this, and it will resonate for some of you, but be very careful about how much you're doing. I feel like a lot of you are doing a lot. You may find yourself straight on your back, so be careful with that. Or some of you are working really, really hard to get yourself back in a place where your health could have been a problem in the past, and you was working really hard. Do not relax on that. Do not ease up and say, oh, okay, well, I can have a little salt. Yeah, I'll just have a little bit of sugar. Or stay on top of what it is that you are supposed to be doing as far as health is concerned. Stay on top of it. You do not want to lax on that, okay? And others of you, if you feel like I'm going a little too hard, I'm doing a little too much, relax, because it might prove challenging for you down the line or during this Taurus season. So be very ginger with yourself during this season. That being said, let's look into it. Well, it looks like you guys are I do see some of you are moving around, but some of your movements could be a little unethical, or you may be suspecting that someone else's movements are unethical. Now let's go into work. For some of you, it looks like the workplace, and I usually start with if you have a new job, but what is coming to me more strongly is the actual workplace. Work was just fine about 10 days ago. For the past few weeks, work has been pretty good. You may have felt like this is a job for me. Everything is great. And now it looks like there's like some hell breaking loose at the workplace. I get like bickering. If you're the manager, you may find that, it's just all of this bickering, like grown adults acting like children. Okay, is what I get. And it may be you and a colleague of yours that has to kind of wrestle with some unruly employees. Okay, it may be a couple of his and a couple of yours, and there's been this whole issue going on at the workplace. Some of you may be trying to decide, what do you do with a particular person in the workplace? Others of you, if you work on a team, your teammate may be leaving, or you may be leaving. And so now it's like, who's going to be my teammate? Who's going to replace this person? A lot of people may be vying for that position to replace them. So you're just hoping, particularly Cancer women, you're just hoping that this person is going to be someone that you really can kind of get along with. And I do feel like you guys will 100% do everything that you can to, make it a good, healthy team, a partnership, if you will. But again, the other person may be the jury may be out on how they respond to you. So if you're put into a position where, your partner leaves and then a new one comes into play, or you go into an environment where you're now teamed up with another person, just allow some time, because I get that the person will need some time to readjust. It may have been very difficult for them to, be put in this position where they have to adjust to a new person. So, don't come on too strong, which Cancers are not known to do. And just, have a bit of a thick skin if someone isn't necessarily, if someone is not responding to you in a way that you feel they should, because I do see that could be a bit problematic as well. Someone could be leaving your job really fast, like some issue happened. Okay, they're leaving and you guys are left stumped. Like, what the heck? I didn't know this person was leaving, but they were planning on leaving all along. It may have been just, this one thing that happened, and you may think that, oh, they left because it was this thing. No. They've been planning on leaving. It was just, opportunity met timing, and it all happened. I do feel like in your second week, as far as the work environment is concerned, you may be deciding, some of you, to go back to school. You may be looking at wanting to get a promotion, go into a different position in your job, a lateral move, that sort of thing. If that's the case, you may get some kickback from your department, your area, people not wanting you to leave. People making it a bit difficult is what I see in you being able to move forward the way you want to move forward. And I get this very strongly for female energy cancers. Male energy, I feel like you guys have a better hold on the directions in which you're going. You may be bringing a little bit of turbulent energy to a female aspect in the workplace. Okay. So I feel it's being more of Cancer men being, bringing the energy, and Cancer women having to defend themselves against that form of energy is what it looks like. So I do get in the second week there being some defensiveness as far as either you wanting to move on, someone moving on, that sort of thing. Okay. There's an element here where you feel as though you are going to, you may find that there's some disappointment. Okay. For some of you guys, don't stay in that energy, because for the next 2 weeks, the energy around you isn't going to be the best. I feel like Cancer men, again, will be some form of irritability. Cancer women will be dealing with people that have this irritability, and it will be coming from male energy. But don't allow someone to sweep you up, because all things considered, Cancer women are in a good place. It's just, again, energies around you that are creating friction. And so you have to focus on the love that you're getting. Focus on the good energy that's around you, and do your best to ignore the energy that could be bringing you down. Okay? Because it seems like someone will be hell bent on disrupting your energy. Like someone really is hell bent on disrupting your energy. And you may find like arguments are so insignificant. Like, I know we're not arguing about this. It's that type of thing. Like, what? I know we're not arguing about this. I know this person didn't just say that. I know, it's going to leave you feeling at the end of the day down about things. But you need to, having already heard this, if you haven't experienced it as of yet, and if you are experiencing it, then this is the advice, and the remedy is to focus on the love that is around you, the positive energy that is around you. And if you don't have any, then you need to start to execute the movements forward. And I know Cancers like to plan first, not just jump out off the ledge and jump out the window, but you can go and start doing things and putting yourself in an environment that does welcome positive energy while you're putting your plan in place to completely disconnect from a negative environment. So if you feel like your workplace has become beyond, manageable because of a particular male energy, again, do your work, focus on the people that is positive, and make sure that you're doing some type of self-care and self-love after work, so that you're depositing better positive energy back into yourself. Do affirmations, clear your mind, and understand that this person they're unhappy with themselves. They're living on a lower vibration. They're doing things that's unethical. They're being very combative, argumentative. They're being extremely stubborn. And that's their lower level that they're working off of. So don't allow it to be your reality, because as they say, misery loves company. And I hope that I remember that I want that to be your tagline. Now, what else am I saying? So now, if you have your own, if you're looking for work, you may find again that this is the situation that you're coming into. Okay. Your environment may be very chaotic. And you may find that, you're not sure if you want to stay at this place. You may have gotten an offer and then it was rescinded, or you never heard back from the people. And so now you're in this low period. You may feel in the second week that you're a bit stifled, not being able to break out and move forward with things. Then you're going to start to hear back from resumes that you've sent out, that sort of thing. But there's going to be, I feel like just expect when you're going out looking for jobs, interviewing, that sort of thing, people will be very intimidated by you. They will feel like, oh, you can take my job. Oh, because you're radiating so much love and capability and know-how, and you have everything that a person would want. So other people, and you're going to be attracting a lot of people that have a lot of low self-esteem. So you've got to find a way as a Cancer to guard yourself from it. When Cancers see it, you can't penetrate them. But when you can't see it, you guys internalize a lot of stuff. But me telling you this, you should already, be expecting it. So when you go on these interviews, you may find that people are not being receptive to you. You may find and you don't, whatever you do, know that it has nothing to do with you. Know that it's them and it's not you. Okay. So this month may be a month of kind of like feeling like you're in, the land of the unknown, land of the lost, as they say, the twilight zone. But the message is for you to be able to manage your emotions more efficiently and to get a little bit of a tougher skin for those of you that this might affect. Now, as it relates to your finances, you guys are doing well for yourself, or you definitely can be. But I do feel like Cancer women are doing really well for themselves. Cancer men, you may have some responsibilities in your life that may be a bit agitating for you. And I would not spend more than what I could afford to lose. And when I say that, I don't see you guys losing money, but I don't see a bunch of money coming to you in the remaining part of April. Whatever you have is what you will have, but you've got to be very smart about retaining it. So be very frugal. Now, if you have money, you're like, well, I don't know, I have money. Well, I'm not speaking to you. It's to the people who are, pretty much living as they're making money. That's their money that they have, that sort of thing. But for the most part, a lot of you look like you're okay financially. It's just that I don't have Pinnacle cards that would suggest, this is going to be a money month or a money 2 weeks for you guys, but you're doing okay. Okay. Now, I feel like things will be definitely coming to you as we get into May. You will be a better time for you. And Cancer season during your birthday time, you guys are going to be explosive. So if you've been trying to look for work, that sort of thing, just know it's coming. This month, this may be the rest of these 2 weeks, this may be a weird energy that's surrounding around the things that you want to do or the people that you're encountering. But next month will be far better. And I feel your birthday month is going to be amazing. Now, love. I feel like some of you guys are very hopeful, very much in a happy space with family and just with family and your love relationship in the past. Okay. It was like a new fresh start. Now it seems that you and your mate may be bickering and arguing quite a bit. I feel like Cancer women, if you're in a relationship, you may have a long time ago said to yourself, I'm a single woman in a marriage. There's some element to it that you are the independent in that relationship. And it's not to say that your mate does not have some form of financial stability, but there's just this element where perhaps you handle things independent in your marriage or in your relationship. There's been some discord in your relationship. I do feel like there has been some offers to kind of get on the same page, but someone is a bit egotistical. It may be a situation where someone feels justified because, you did such and such to me. Okay, fine. But they may be a little bit, I feel, egotistical to some extent of how they're handling the situation. Cancer ladies, I feel that you guys are extremely independent. You can get the things that you want. You don't necessarily need a male energy, but you want him for love. You know it's a necessity. And I feel like you guys have been you've been the one that has been working hard to try to keep everything mended, keep everything going. And I feel like you've been met by difficult energy with your mate. And Cancer men, you may be experiencing this where you've been the difficult one in a relationship for whatever reason. Now, I do feel like some of the male energy here is not sure what they want with you. They're not sure if they want to continue a relationship. And some of you may suspect that someone's up to no good. Someone is doing unethical things, okay? And they want excitement. They want something new and fresh and fun, and maybe doing things that are unethical in order to manifest those things. I do feel like love relationships for some of you have been one of a contention because it leaves you feeling very heartbroken, and it may leave you feeling sadness with this situation because the man in your life may have this air about him where it's like, I just get again a pompous, egotistical person where it's like they really are emotionless toward your needs. Like they just don't care. They're more concerned about their needs and what they want. I do feel like in the second week with this relationship, there's going to be a sense of you evolving. You are getting to a place where you're becoming the graduate. You're not there yet. And it may take for some of you an entire year. If you've been on this road of like emotional evolution, then you will find by your birthday month that you become a completely different person. Okay. Some of you may be making that promise to yourself that this year, this time, I'm no longer going to do this. This year, this time I'm doing this differently. But in the meantime, you may start to even feel that as we get into the last week of April, but you're going to be met with confrontation from that male energy. There will be wanting to start an argument, especially if you get up and try to go somewhere. They're going to be like, where the hell are you going? What are you doing? That sort of thing. And I feel like the person will go from wanting to argue with you to like shutting down and not even wanting to say anything to you. If you guys question them about anything, just expect them to plead the fifth. They're not going to say anything. They don't give a damn what you say. They can ask you all questions, but you better not ask them anything. Like it's that type of energy, right? And it's like they can sense that they know that you don't really need them. Like some people, they're in a situation where it's like they really need the person. They know that you don't really need them, and they probably can even sense that you're going to be out of here, or they just are buying their time until they get out of there. But I do feel like there's a lot of harsh energy coming from the male aspect here, and Cancer men, you may be doing this to the woman in your life. So be careful with that. If it's not that, because not everyone's going through this like transition of having to leave someone behind and that sort of thing. Now, others of you could just be having some discord in your relationship. And it could be friends, family, that sort of thing that you are communicating with another couple that may be on the verge of breaking up. You may find that you have to go to them. You have to, spend time with your girlfriend because she's going through a hard time. And I do feel like if that's the case, it may be like a family, someone that's very close to you. You may find that they are in that distress place right now, and you're helping them, because I do get woman to woman. So there's like this, you being the woman. Now your relationship is fine, okay? But now you have to be the friend, the best friend, the daughter. You have to be the sounding board to a woman that is going through. And I do feel like you might have to travel a bit to get to this person, okay? It could even be your daughter, that sort of thing. And you may have to, again, mitigate a relationship that needs to end, that is very emotionally abusive is what I get here. And the person may be very much defensive toward you. Like the person that's being abusive, they may find themselves being very abusive, like not abusive to you, but very much defensive against you. So you don't really talk to them, but you try to be there as much as you can for that female counterpart. But you may find in the last week of April that female counterpart is not necessarily going to leave, despite all of the counsel that they've been given. They're just not going to leave. And it could get to a point where, especially if you go to your friend's house or whomever this female is and try to talk to them, try to get the reasoning with them, they can't see it right now. And then the male energy can come and kick you out and say, get out, and that sort of thing. Or go off on you and then just kind of defend their right to, be very nasty. And that'll be very hurtful to Cancers because, again, you want them to get out of that situation, you know? So that's that. Now, if you're single, I feel like Cancer women are doing really well for themselves as far as being single is concerned. You may find that you're attracting men that are doing just as well as you are. And you may be having a lot of people that are interested in you, a lot. You may find that your calendar is extremely booked, so booked that you double book people. It's like, damn, I didn't even know that. I said, okay, no, I can't. I know which one am I going to actually go with today because I have them both booked. What am I going to do? Like, you know, those type of good problems to have when you're single and mingling. And I feel like the men that you're attracting, they are just as booked and busy. They are also attracting a lot of people. And I feel like the second week, if you're single, you may find that you're wanting something more. If you've been single for quite some time, it's like you're looking for, or you're not looking for, but you're wanting something that's more from male energy. Cancer men, that's more for the Cancer women. For male energy Cancer men, I feel you will be going after what you want. But again, you're still sifting through some old hurts of past emotions from a past relationship. So you may want to kind of get a little bit closer with a particular woman, but you're still sifting through. There may be that woman that did you wrong. Like you may still want that woman. So you're still not sure. As far as like something committed, but you have a lot of options. Cancer women, by the second week, you're going to start to, if you haven't already, it will come to you second week or last week of April of like, I want something real. I want something that's where we're going to be able to move it to the next level. Although I feel like you're still going to be attracting, you know, people that are not at all, you know, on that level. And you might become very much guarded as far as like not accepting anything other than that of which, you know, where you've put your bar. So that's what I have for you guys for the remainder of April 2018. I hope that this has been helpful for you. If you would like to share with us how this has been, please do so in the comment section below. You know I love to hear from you. And if you would like something from me, I can be reached in the description box below, as well as the beginning and end to this video. And if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Cancer.